Well, welcome to Heybridge TV, of course, sponsored by Griffin Grays, and we're with Terry, of course, at the end of the game. So, Terry, I thought from the last match we played, I thought it was a fantastic performance today.
Great, sorry about swearing. Yeah, great performance, poor result. I just said to the boys, yeah, you know, they've had one chance in the first half that they've took. That's why he's getting so much money. He's a Conference South player, as we all know. That's the difference. You pay that money, that's what you get. I mean, the second half, they ain't got out their half, have they? No. We've absolutely battered them. Yeah. Just the most important bit. We've failed on, you know. I mean, Pinto's missed an open goal. I think we've had 2 or 3 other half chances that we know we can do better at. The final ball was, you know, can be better. But like I just said to the boys here, you know, we've got a lot of young players in this team that are learning, and they're learning quickly. They're learning our way very quickly. I think if you look at that take that performance and look at the one against Grays, you'd think it's two different clubs. You know, it was there for all to see, and that's the only difference today. We changed shape a little bit, we changed a few players, but the most important thing to me was the desire and the belief that we can beat that team. You know, they're on a roll at the moment. I've been there myself. You know, and no one's going to beat them for 3 or 4 weeks. You know, I think everything's going their way. I think it's fair to say. I don't normally mention officials, but I think today the officials were a little bit one-sided, should we say? In my point of view, from my opinion, a little bit of selective viewing going on. Just things like you know, when our players gone off, Pinto in the first half, play's gone on. The ball's come over this side of the pitch, gone the other side of the pitch, and still ain't let our player run. And he knows he's wrong because he's pulled me at half time. So just little things like that today ain't gone for us. Not that that won us a game, but all them little things build up. I think if I went through the game again, I'd say 80% of the challenges today went their way, free kick wise, which was ridiculous. I mean, some of the free kicks you give against us was a bit of pill to swallow. But going back to the performance itself, great performance. Can't ask for any more, apart from the most important bit, and that's stick the ball in the back of the net. And that's something again that, you know, that we've got to work on. We've got players here that I believe that can do that. But it's just getting them in that frame of mind that every chance they get, they're going to score. At the moment, I think our strikers are snapping at things a little bit too much. I said to the boy, I was disappointed with their goal, to be fair. I think you know, I dug Chino and Jack out for that. That's their player, and he's got a free shot in the box from 7 or 8 yards. And if you give someone of that quality that chance, there's only going to be one end result. I don't think he touched the ball in the second half.
I mean, I'll be honest. I put a tweet out about halfway through the game and said the best team's behind here, and I think you've just agreed with it there. We just seem to be a really good and in control almost.
You know, if we get beat, you know, you've interviewed me. If we get beat, I'll come and hold my hands up and say it's not good enough. But today, I think that we are very unlucky, to say the least. But I'm happy with the performance. I'm not going to go home happy. I'll think about that for a couple of days. We've got Tilbury. You know, I'm not saying I'm delighted, because ultimately it's the results that count. But performances bring results, and that's what we're going to instill in the team. If we keep playing like that, we're going to win more than what we lose. Against a very, very good team. You know, the best player in the league ain't touched the ball today. Prezzo's been outstanding. You know, their left winger, I don't think he'll be at Swift very long on that performance, do you? He's you know, he's a quality player the first 10 or 15 minutes. Prezzo's got hold of him. He ain't touched the ball the rest of the game.
I know you said to us before the game, you know, about the left winger and how good he is and the rest of it, and I couldn't even tell you what number he was wearing.
Yeah, well, that tells you everything. But I can promise you, he's a really good player, which says everything about Prezzo's performance today. You know, it's you know what Prezzo's like. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and once he gets his teeth into something, he's like a little Jack Russell, isn't he? You know, he's so, you know, that's pleasing. Chino and Jack, you know, they've done the job in the second half on a very good striker that any club in our division, and probably the one above, would take in Luke Callender. You know, he ain't touched the ball in the second half. Joe Gardner, we kept quiet, who I know very well. I had him play with me at Heybridge and Malden. So yeah, I'm, as I say, you know, we've stopped them playing. You know, they've come here and hit long balls all day long.
And I think the other player as well, that, for me, that does really well is the captain, Jack. I mean, he seems to be all over the pitch. He's centre half, but the next minute he's setting up attacks and he's on the edge of the box, and he just seems like different class.
He's someone that he played at Romford for a few years, and he always played well against us. Whether he played centre mid, he's a really good centre midfielder. He's a really good centre midfielder. But whenever we played against him, you know, when I was at Malden and I had the likes of Lee Boylan, Jamie Guy, Ollie Burkes, players of that calibre, he always played well against us. And when I went to Thamesmead, I had the opportunity to sign him. I heard that he wanted to move up to Romford. He had the season of his life at Thamesmead, and I didn't think twice about getting him in here. He's everything you want in the captain. He's the manager on the pitch. So, yeah, well happy.
Well, thanks again, Tel, and we'll see you on Tuesday night. Thanks, mate. With Aveley TV, we've Grace Griffin, we've got Paul Preston with us. But Paul, I mean, the governor was just saying to us, he said, you know, and before the game as well, about their left winger, about how good their left winger was, but I don't know if he's still in your back pocket or not.
I done all right today. I knew he was a decent player, but watched him a couple of times, knew he's right-footed and cut in, so just tried my best to stop it. But boys worked really hard today, really hard, and I felt we deserved more from the game. Just that little bit of quality in front of goal, that final ball. If it was a bit better another day, you might win, but still, we've lost the game. We go on a Monday and we need 3 points against Tilbury on Monday.
Well, we were saying, I mean, Terry was saying, I tweeted after the game, I thought the best team were losing in that game. I thought it was probably a fantastic performance considering with the performance against in the game before.
Yeah, I mean they've been going really well. They have been going well, and I mean 1-0 didn't really reflect the game. I didn't think they might think differently. I'm not too sure, but yeah, we dug in and we done well. But got to take that into Monday now. That's the most important thing, and if we do, we should get 3 points on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Paul. And let you get in. Well done, mate. Thanks, mate.